Today we're talking about stress.
Yeah, stress and its impact on your brain.
We're going to be exploring simple ways to protect this really vital organ.
Stress is something we all experience,
Oh, absolutely. It's universal.
but we often forget how deeply it affects our brain health.
Right.
When we're stressed, our bodies release a hormone called cortisol.
Right. And you know that feeling when you're so stressed you can't even think straight? Like, where are my keys? Where's my phone?
Right.
That's cortisol messing with your brain.
Yeah, exactly. It messes with your brain's ability to think clearly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's imagine a scenario.
Okay. I love a good role play. Let's do it.
So imagine you're late for work and you can't find your phone. You know your heart's racing, your palms are sweat.
Oh, yeah.
That's your body's fight or flight response, right?
Totally.
Triggered by this surge of cortisol.
Oh, I've totally been there. And it's like my brain just shuts down. I can't think straight.
Exactly. In small doses, cortisol is actually beneficial. It helps us respond to challenges.
Like when we need to meet a deadline or give a presentation.
Precisely, yeah. But when stress becomes chronic, those cortisol levels stay elevated.
Uh-oh.
And that's when it starts to impact our memory, focus, and even our mood.
So how do we combat this? We can't just tell our bodies to stop producing cortisol?
No, we can't, but we can learn to manage our stress response.
Okay.
And one of the simplest techniques is something we do naturally, breathing.
Breathing.
Yeah. Think of it this way. When we're stressed, our breathing becomes shallow and rapid, like our body's preparing to fight or flee.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. So how does deep breathing help?
When we take slow, deep breaths, it sends a signal to our brain that we're safe.
Okay.
It's like hitting the pause button on that fight or flight response.
So it's like almost tricking your body into thinking, oh, okay, we're safe. We can relax now.
Exactly. So let's try it. Imagine you're feeling overwhelmed. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Inhale deeply through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Hold it for a few seconds. And then exhale slowly through your mouth, feeling all the tension release.
Wow. I actually feel calmer already. Just a few deep breaths can make such a difference.
They absolutely can. And the great thing about deep breathing is you can do it anywhere, anytime. It's like having a portable stress buster in your pocket.
I love that. So deep breathing is a great tool for managing stress in the moment. But what about those times when we feel restless, like we need to release pent-up energy? What then?
That's where movement comes in. Exercise, even in small doses, can have a profound impact on our brain health
Right.
and our ability to cope with stress.
Okay, should we role play this one too?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So imagine you've had a long, stressful day at work. Instead collapsing on the couch, you put on your favorite music and dance around your living room.
Oh, I love it. So it's not about hitting the gym for like an intense workout. It's about finding ways to move your body that feel good and release those feel-good endorphins, right?
Exactly. Those endorphins act like natural mood boosters. They counteract the negative effects of those stress hormones.
Amazing. So dancing, walking, even just stretching, all of that can make a difference.
Absolutely. Even small bursts of activity throughout the day can help clear your head, boost energy, and improve your mood.
It's like giving your brain a mini vacation from stress.
That's a great way to put it. It's about, finding ways to incorporate movement into your daily routine that you actually enjoy. It shouldn't feel like a chore.
Right. And now let's move on to another essential ingredient for a healthy brain, sleep.
Oh, yes.
We all know we need it, but why is it so crucial for stress management?
Well, sleep is like a nightly reset for our brains. When we sleep, our brains clear out toxins, consolidate memories, and recharge for the day ahead.
It's like our brain's spa time.
Exactly.
Okay, let's imagine a scenario where someone is sleep deprived.
Okay, so imagine you're running on just a few hours of sleep. You're more likely to feel irritable, have trouble focusing, and make poor decisions.
Oh, yeah?
You with me?
Yeah, I've been there. It's like my brain is running on fumes.
Exactly. And when you're sleep deprived, you're also more susceptible to stress. Even minor annoyances can feel overwhelming.
Oh, I hate that. So how much sleep do we need, like to function optimally and manage stress effectively?
Most adults need between 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night.
Okay,
But it's not just about quantity, it's about quality too.
right. Tossing and turning all night isn't going to cut it.
Exactly. To improve sleep quality, try establishing a consistent sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and minimizing screen time before bed.
Speaking of things that affect our brains, let's talk about diet. It's not just about what we do, but also what we consume that affects our brain's ability to handle stress, right?
Absolutely. The food we eat provides the building blocks for our brain cells and influences everything from our mood to our cognitive function.
So let's play a quick game.
Okay.
I'll name a food and you tell me if it's brain boosting or brain draining.
Sounds fun. Let's do it.
Okay, first up, salmon.
Brain boosting. Salmon is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain health and can help reduce inflammation.
Okay, next, candy bar.
Ooh, brain draining. Sugar can lead to energy crashes and mood swings, making it harder to cope with stress.
Okay, last one, walnuts.
Brain boosting. Walnuts are another great source of omega-3s, plus they contain antioxidants that protect brain cells from damage.
So this game just highlights how the foods we choose can either fuel our brains or drain them, basically.
Yeah, it's like choosing the right fuel for a high-performance car. You wouldn't put, low-grade gas in a Ferrari, right?
Exactly. Our brains deserve premium fuel too.
They do. So in addition to incorporating brain-boosting foods like, salmon, walnuts, and leafy greens into your diet, it's also essential to limit those brain-draining culprits like, sugary drinks, processed foods, and excessive caffeine.
Okay, great advice. We've talked about deep breathing, movement, sleep, and diet as ways to manage stress and protect our brains. What else can we do to nurture our mental well-being?
Well, let's shift our focus to the importance of rest and relaxation. Our brains, like our bodies, need time to recharge and de-stress.
Okay, for this role play, imagine someone who's constantly on the go, struggles to slow down.
Okay, got it. So imagine you finally have a free evening. Instead of filling it with errands or scrolling through social media, you decide to take a long, relaxing bath.
Ooh, nice.
Light some candles and listen to some calming music.
I love that. So it's about creating space for yourself, even if it's just for a few minutes each day, to disconnect from the demands of daily life and simply be.
Exactly. And those moments of intentional relaxation can have a profound impact on our stress levels and overall well-being.
It's like giving our brains a spa day.
That's a perfect analogy. It's about indulging in activities that bring you joy and peace, whether it's reading a book, spending time in nature, meditating, or listening to music.
So we've covered a lot of ground today, exploring various strategies for managing stress and protecting our brains. Before we move on to listener questions, let's take a moment to recap the key takeaways from this first part of our conversation.
Okay, sounds good. So we started by discussing the powerful connection between stress and our brain health,
Right.
highlighting how chronic stress can lead to those elevated cortisol levels and impair our cognitive function.
But we also learned that we're not powerless against stress.
Yeah, absolutely. We explored simple and effective techniques like deep breathing, which can help calm our nervous system and reduce those cortisol levels.
We also talked about the importance of incorporating movement into our daily lives, even if it's just for a few minutes at a time.
Right, and we emphasized the critical role of sleep in restoring our brain function and enhancing our resilience to stress.
We also delved into the impact of nutrition, highlighting the importance of choosing brain-boosting foods and limiting those that could exacerbate stress.
And finally, we discussed the power of rest and relaxation, encouraging you to create space for yourself to recharge and de-stress.
Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll be addressing listener questions about managing stress in specific situations. Welcome back. We're ready to tackle some listener questions about handling stress in real-life situations.
Let's jump right in.
Our first question comes from Maria.
Okay,
She asks, how can I stay calm before a big test?
right.
My heart always races and I can't think straight.
Maria, test anxiety is incredibly common.
It's that fight or flight response kicking in, right?
Exactly. Your body perceives the test as a threat, triggering a surge of cortisol.
Uh-oh.
Remember those deep breathing techniques we discussed earlier?
Yeah.
They're your secret weapon in these situations.
So before you even open the test booklet,
Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and take a few deep, slow breaths.
inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth.
Visualize that calming energy flowing through your body.
Like hitting the reset button on your nervous system.
Exactly. And if your mind starts to race with those anxious thoughts,
Yeah.
gently guide your attention back to your breath.
It's like training a puppy. You have to, redirect its attention with patience and kindness.
Exactly. Maria, another helpful tip is to visualize success.
Oh, okay.
Instead of dwelling on what could go wrong, imagine yourself confidently answering the questions, feeling proud of your effort.
It's like creating a mental movie of a positive outcome.
Precisely. And remember, preparation is key. Cramming all night will only increase your stress levels.
Makes sense.
Get a good night's sleep, review your notes calmly and confidently. Approach the test with a clear and focused mind.
Great advice. Our next question comes from Kevin,
Okay?
who's dealing with stress at work. He says, I constantly feel overwhelmed and pressured. How can I manage stress in a busy work environment?
Kevin, workplace stress is something many of us can relate to.
Yeah.
It's all too easy to get caught up in the hustle and hustle. But there are simple strategies you can implement to create a calmer and more focused work environment.
What kind of strategies?
Well, let's imagine Kevin sitting at his desk, feeling the pressure mounting.
Deadlines looming, emails piling up.
What's the first thing you would recommend?
Posture and breathing. When we're stressed, we tend to hunch over, restricting our breath.
Right.
It's like our bodies are mirroring our internal state of tension.
So Kevin, throughout your workday, make a conscious effort to sit up straight, roll your shoulders back and down, and take regular deep breaths.
Inhale that sense of calm. Exhale any tension or stress.
It's like giving your body and mind a mini massage.
I love that. Kevin, another game changer is taking short breaks.
Yes.
Even just 5 or 10 minutes every hour. Step away from your desk, stretch your legs, grab a healthy snack.
It's like hitting the refresh button on your energy levels.
Totally. And Kevin, let's talk about fuel. What you eat can significantly impact your ability to handle stress.
Right. Imagine you're reaching for a sugary donut for a quick energy boost.
Been there.
While tempting, it's going to lead to a crash later, leaving you feeling even more drained and stressed.
Yeah.
Instead, opt for a handful of almonds or a piece of fruit.
Okay.
These brain-boosting snacks will provide sustained energy and help you stay focused and productive.
Great tips. Kevin, another simple yet effective strategy is to declutter your workspace.
Ah, yeah.
A messy desk can contribute to feelings of overwhelm. It's like visual noise competing for your attention.
Take a few minutes each day to tidy up, organize your files, create a sense of order and calm.
I like that. It's amazing how a clean and organized workspace can just clear your mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, don't be afraid to set boundaries. If you're feeling overloaded, it's okay to say no to additional tasks.
Right.
Prioritizing your well-being is essential. It's not selfish, it's self-care.
Let's recap these fantastic strategies for managing workplace stress. We talked about the importance of posture and breathing, taking regular breaks, fueling your body with brain-boosting snacks, decluttering your workspace, and setting healthy boundaries. Now, before we move on to the final part where we'll explore a few additional insights and resources, let's take a moment to revisit those key takeaways from today's conversation about stress and your brain.
Okay, so we began by understanding that stress is a natural response, but chronic stress can wreak havoc on our brains. We explored the power of deep breathing as a simple yet effective technique for calming our nervous system. We emphasized the importance of movement, even in small doses, to release those feel-good endorphins. We highlighted the critical role of sleep in restoring brain function and enhancing our resilience to stress. We discussed the impact of nutrition, encouraging you to choose brain-boosting foods over those that exacerbate stress. And we explored the value of rest and relaxation as essential ingredients for a healthy and balanced life.
Welcome back to the final part of our conversation about stress and your brain.
We've covered a lot of ground, haven't we?
We have. From understanding the science of stress to exploring practical strategies for managing it, now let's shift our focus to something equally important.
Okay, what's that?
Your mindset. Our thoughts and beliefs play a powerful role in how we perceive and respond to stress.
That's true.
So imagine two people facing the same challenging situation. One person sees it as this insurmountable obstacle.
Right.
Their thoughts spiral into negativity and fear, while the other person sees it as an opportunity for growth.
Okay.
They approach the challenge with a sense of curiosity and determination. Their thoughts empower them to find creative solutions.
So the difference lies in their mindset.
Exactly. So how can we cultivate a more resilient and positive mindset?
Well, one powerful technique is practicing gratitude. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, focus on what you're grateful for. Start a gratitude journal or simply take a few moments each day to appreciate the good things in your life. It could be as simple as, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of laughter, a delicious meal.
Those little things, yeah.
Exactly. Another mindset shift is reframing challenges as opportunities. So instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as valuable learning experiences.
Okay.
Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can I grow from this experience?
I like that. This shift in perspective can transform your entire approach to stress.
Absolutely. And remember, you have the power to choose your thoughts.
We do.
Yes, and your thoughts shape your reality. So choose thoughts that empower you, thoughts that support your well-being, and thoughts that help you navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life.
That's such an important reminder. Well, we've reached the end of our deep dive into stress and your brain. We hope you found this conversation insightful and empowering. Remember, managing stress is an ongoing journey. It's about making conscious choices each day to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Thank you for joining us. We wish you all the best on your journey to a calmer and more resilient life.